#1 in Southern California. Channel 7, KABC TV, Los Angeles. Now, the Southland's leading news, Eyewitness News at 11.
Al Campanis says tonight he is sorry. Good evening, everybody. It is now the 11 o'clock hour. A storm of criticism has made Al Campanis of the Dodgers apologize for remarks he made about blacks. Joe McMahon has the story.
Dodgers Vice President Al Campanis is still a Dodger. Late this afternoon, a Dodgers media spokesman read a Campanis-issued written apology for statements many people believe were racist.
I truly believe that they may not have some of the necessities to be, let's say, a field manager or perhaps a general manager.
My statements have been construed as indicating a belief that blacks lack the ability to hold such positions. I hold no such beliefs. I apologize to the American people, and particularly to all black Americans, for my statements and for my inability under the circumstances to express accurately my beliefs.
At a news conference prior to Campanis' apology, black leaders called for Dodgers President Peter O'Malley to take strong action against Campanis.
We are asking also for Mr. Campanis to resign because he is absolutely a disgrace to baseball.
One-time Dodger great and former big league manager Maury Wills sided with Campanis.
I feel like Al wanted to elaborate on some questions, and he's just got himself in the corner, and it just didn't come out looking good for him. But I think he's a fine man myself. He's been fair with me over the years. He's been honest, and he's been honest and fair with all the other black players that play for the Dodgers, my former teammates.
Dodgers President O'Malley also apologized for Campanis' statements. Now the ball club would like to see this whole thing blow over so the team can concentrate on baseball. Joe McMahon, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Later in the broadcast tonight, we'll have commentaries on the Al Campanis controversy from Bill Press and Wayne Satz. Tony?
And Paul, the Guardian Angels say they're going to be patrolling the Silverlake area near the Center for the AIDS Project LA from now on. They were there today and this evening, very visible in their red berets, passing out flyers advising everybody of their presence. It's an outgrowth of complaints from volunteers, workers, and patients at the AIDS Project who say that they're targets for violent teenage gangs and that they're not getting the protection they need from the Los Angeles Police Department. Neighbors, however, say that there are problems on both sides. Some say that male prostitutes have moved into the area and that they are approaching the residents who live there. Paul.
Tony, the Burbank City Council tonight unanimously approved allowing a munitions company to set up shop. The council heard from a spokesman for the company that there is no special danger from the ammunition.
Fires are readily extinguished by normal water application. Does not require any special chemical. And in this study, they used 281,000 rounds of ammunition in the test. There's very little velocity to these things. Indeed, if ammunition were to come apart in a fire, the projectile that would have the highest velocity would be the primer, it being the lightest component. And it is stated that the primer itself would not go through a spray of water that a firefighter would be putting on the ammunition.
Residents who crowded the city council chambers weren't convinced by the company's arguments.
I can't understand why a man, on the one hand, talks about safety, his concerns for safety, and then says there is no safety problems. I can't understand a man who says there's no security problems, but he moved out of, according to what he told the Daily News, I believe, that he moved out of Los Angeles because of security problems, and I think he said that today.
The site of the munitions factory will be near Alameda and the Golden State Freeway in Burbank. A motorist was killed today and 2 workmen slightly hurt when a 200-foot crane toppled from the upper to the lower roadway at Los Angeles International Airport. The arm of the crane with a huge steel ball attached smashed through the top of the car on the lower roadway, trapping the driver inside until firemen rescued him with the jaws of life. A spokesman at Daniel Freeman Hospital says he died earlier tonight of massive head and chest injuries. He has identified as 34-year-old Key Tech Go of Beverly Hills. The accident closed all the traffic in the airport for a time, and the upper roadway is still closed tonight. Airport authorities don't expect it to be reopened, at least until tomorrow afternoon. Tony.
And Paul, a group calling itself Mothers and Others Against Child Abuse urged authorities to prosecute minors who have sex with other minors. Members of the group said letting kids know that such sexual activity is a felony and punishable by prison would discourage teen sex, and they said it would dramatically reduce the number of teen pregnancies.
Sex intercourse among minors is not only unhealthy, illegal. It is psychologically harmful to these children to engage in such behavior. The teen pregnancy problem, the fear of AIDS, is just another addition to the problems of minors engaging in sex.
The group said that instead of just warning kids about AIDS, the U.S. Surgeon General should warn minors about having sex at all. Sam Goody's, a music store chain that's been popular on the East Coast for many years now, is coming to Los Angeles. Francesca Capucci reports on a party celebrating the merger that made all of this possible.
Setting was the Palace in Hollywood, and everyone who attended had the same thing in mind, to celebrate.
I think it's an exciting music event. I think it not only means a new chain starting out here on the West Coast, but it's a chance for people in the industry to get together that never usually get together. Like me and my wife, for instance.
Well, I used to steal records from Sam's New York stores, and that was a long time ago, so I thought I might come here and ask forgiveness. No, it's just an opportunity for me to get away from the farm and mingle with my other deviant friends in the business.
The entire music industry was represented on all levels, from record company executives to the people who make the music themselves. Jack Euchster, the president of the new chain, could not have been more pleased with the turnout.
We opened a Sam Goody store in Horton Plaza in downtown San Diego, and I was in the store and I watched people come in and say, gee, it's great to have Sam Goody here. I guess these are all transplanted New Yorkers, but they were sure pleased, and we were glad they knew about us.
And it was quite a party. What other private event would have entertainment provided by Crowded House? Francesca Capucci, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Next up tonight, Wayne Satz and Bill Press with their perspectives on the Al Campanis controversy.
There's a Maui that still plays in little pools down by the sea, where breezes blow from heaven, and you can become the morning light that shines all day in paradise. So come become Maui with the airline that's been Hawaii's friend for nearly 40 years, United. And come become the Hawaii that was and always has been in the friendly skies.
Hi. Care for some Wasa crisp bread? It's low in calories.
Why? Do I look fat?
Wasa is very crunchy.
I have sensitive teeth.
It's all natural.
So is seaweed.
Wasa crisp bread is perfect day or night with any topping.
Do you see any yak cheese?
Some people may never be ready for Wasa crisp bread.
Oh, this is great. At Denny's, I can get steak and fried chicken, or steak and cod, or steak Dijon and cod.
Denny's combo dinners on sale now.
Maryland fried chicken, shrimp and cod, or steak Dijon.
Bear. Would you like a mid-size, Mr. Bear?
Huh?
Chevrolet Corsica? Collision damage waiver?
Mm-hmm.
Personal accident insurance?
Mm-hmm.
Trip to Ireland?
Ireland? Now there's a program that rewards frequent renters with upgrades, convertibles for the summer, even trips to places like Ireland. National's Emerald Club.
I was only going to Toledo.
It can make frequent trips to Toledo a little more fun.
Many people may have been surprised by Al Campanis.